Hey everyone, I'm Daisy with Dherbs.com. Here at Dherbs, we get a lot of health-related questions, and today we're going to answer some viewer questions about breastfeeding. Our first question comes from Catherine. Hi Dherbs, I'm pregnant with my first child, and I've been really going back and forth on whether or not I should breastfeed. I know health people really promote it, but I'm not sure what the benefits are. Is it worth breastfeeding? Catherine, this is a fact. When breastfeeding goes well, it has pretty significant positive effects for babies and their parents. It tends to reduce the risk of infections and increase brain development for infants, as well as potentially reducing the risk for diabetes in the long term. It also tends to protect against breast and ovarian cancers in moms. But with that said, formula is still a healthy and safe choice for your child as long as you have access to clean water. At the end of the day, what's best is making sure your child is being well fed. Our next question comes from Brianna. Hey Dherbs, I just had my first child and I'm really struggling with breastfeeding. It's hard to get her to stay on and it's really painful. I'm tempted to stop, but every time I think about it, I feel so guilty. This is so important for my daughter. Why can't I just push through? Am I failing for not being able to take it? Best, Brianna. Brianna, this is fiction. You are not a failure and you are not alone. 70 to 80% of first-time parents experience difficulty breastfeeding, including pain, difficulty getting their child to latch, and generally feeling like they aren't feeding their baby enough. This is a common experience and you're not failing for having it. You also don't have to go through this alone. Your doctor or hospital probably has lactation and consultants whose job is to give you help and advice. That could make a big difference in your experience. And it's not the end of the world for your child if you do decide to go another way and use formula as a supplement or main food source. Just because one path is a general recommendation doesn't mean the reality of your situation isn't important and worth considering. Our final question comes from Frank. Dear Dherbs, my wife and I just had our first child and I'm really worried about her. She's really struggling to breastfeed, but she doesn't want to even try other options. I can tell it's making her miserable. She went to see her doctor and asked for help, but the advice didn't seem very useful. She was more unhappy when she came home than when she left. Is there anything I can do to help? Sincerely, Frank. Frank, this is a fact. You can help and support your wife during this time, and that's really important because studies have shown that there's a connection between postpartum depression and struggles with breastfeeding. It's not clear whether breastfeeding problems cause the increased depression risk or the other way around, but studies have shown that bad experiences with healthcare workers makes that risk worse. So supporting your wife and encouraging her to see different doctors and seek out mental health care will hopefully help improve her situation's state of mind. Good luck. That's all for today. Thanks for watching Fact or Fiction. If you have a question you want answered, you can email us at factorfiction@dherbs.com or message us on social media. In the meantime, like, subscribe, and don't forget to stay healthy.